I gotta give it time because this thing doesn't start recording until like freaking 3 seconds later or something like that. It feels like an eternity when you have stuff that is ready. But what's up, guys? Vince right here. I'm gonna sound weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not supposed to talk like at all, but here I am bored and talking. I'm just gonna have fun with this. I'm not, in no ways these videos are perfect, but I just got a tooth extraction, minor headache, and also I still have these stinking braces. And I am having this thing where the places in my mouth where the gums where the tooth is removed is kind of getting itchy. I don't know what it is, but it's becoming a problem. I mean, as of right now, it's not because I'm yapping, and yeah, it's still like bothersome. Like I'm still like tempted to have my tongue to still, move into the crevices and itch it, but I don't know. I don't even know if you call it itch it, or itching, or I don't even know what it's called. It's just irritating, and I'm trying to massage it, I guess. I don't know, whatever term you use. I'm trying my best not to make this gross, but yeah, tooth extraction. I was bleeding for 7 days yesterday, and I guess just one Tylenol later, I was better, and I slept. And the thing is that after extraction, I try to sleep, but then I look it up on Google or ChatGPT that you're not supposed to lay down your head or sleep or whatever. So as of right now, I'm still recovering. Man, I am so tired of just like, I am putting a lot of work in my mouth and I still make content of me talking. Thank God that I'm done with this Let's Read crap because I honestly just can't stand doing any of that when I'm having this thing and problem with my mouth. And I know I bash Webtoon a lot for a lot of this, but at this point, I just absolutely, I don't know. Ever since I'm free off of that, all I want to do is criticize it and just like my opinions of just like how I operate when it comes to stuff. It's all muscle memory, of course. It's the stuff you guys like, but I'm not gonna dwell in too much of that. What I'm gonna dwell in is some stuff we're gonna talk about. Ashton Hall, the Nintendo Direct, the upcoming Nintendo Direct, and also stuff surrounding Snow White because I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna watch it, but I heard it did terribly. But yeah, let's do this short Vince talk where I guess I'm just gonna mention that. Here's the thing. Well, I will say, last time I didn't record. Oh, excuse me. I didn't record a Vince talk. Okay. I had something, but it was just the same old things, and I just didn't really feel like uploading it. So I'm like, yeah, I didn't really put an episode out last time. But now this time, of course, as of right now, I am putting an episode, and I am talking about a couple of things here. So yeah, and of course with this freaking tooth extraction. I wish I wasn't doing this right now, but I'm gonna skip a couple of topics here and there. But we're just gonna get into the news real quickly, and I mean real quick. So yeah, I did put an update about my tooth extraction, and of course I did actually am making my archive channel where I put my older Let's Reads in. So I'm still working on that. I'm still trying to find a job. I'm in the points where I'm kind of like at the moment searching for an apartment. I've been doing that since the beginning of the year, so I'm not sure where I'm going to be living at, but hopefully out of my parents' house. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have so far. And let's get to this. Man, my accent is popping out, okay? I never thought my East Coast accent would just pop out more than ever when when my teeth are like this. It is such a crooked mess. My mouth is under construction. Despite me eating okay and also talking okay, of course. But man, it is like a handicap at this point. Also, for whatever reason, I always tend to record whenever I'm done with the laundry. Sorry, you're gonna hear that in commonly, unless I, end the video and pretty much. The thing is that I don't want to edit anything. I really just don't want to edit. I hate editing. That's the only reason. Like with YouTube, it's funny because I am really thinking of, I applied for a job. I'm really thinking of like, working in a warehouse here and there. I'd rather have that than just, sit at home comfortably and editing. But I don't want to sit and edit. I can't stand sitting anymore. I really just want to go out. And, that's what I feel like. I feel like I want to be more active out there than ever. At least that's what it feels because it's been cold for a while and I just been staying home for this, for the long amounts of time. Like I don't think there's much reason to go outside at all. I mean, of course there's always is, but it's very like the small amount of, routines that and errands that I do. Anyways, have you heard about the Ashton Hall getting famous thing? Like I don't know. I pretty much, what did I say that? I'm supposed to say Ashton Hall, but I said Ashton Hall getting famous. I mean, he's been famous. Okay, I've seen him in TikTok before with the freaking cold plunge with that Saratoga water. I don't know what's up with that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm not a cold person. Maybe in the summer. Yeah, definitely in the summer I'm gonna do that. Okay, or maybe just take a cold plunge at a pool or somewhere, like at a gym. But yeah, he's getting big. And pretty much he inspires me a lot of what he does. His success, work ethic, but yeah, a lot of people are following him as well. It's funny how trends work. I discovered it first before anyone else. Well, actually, not really. He's been having views here and there, but out of nowhere, yeah, a lot of people are talking about him and pretty much like, of course, making fun of him. He is a funny, content creator. Like I see what he's doing. He's doing these questionable things. It kind of reminds me of that trend in TikTok where you see people living in China and well, specifically China or somewhere in Asia, and they have like the best fridge. They have all these freaking products all over the house. They're clean, but they have like this weird looking freaking clean mechanism, and they showcase it, and also they show like where they wash their fruits or how they organize and doing it all without talking. And especially with Ashton Hall, except for that one part where he said like, yo, we gotta at least hit 10,000 or something. So that's what he's kind of like, just like what I've been seeing other people reacting to it. It's hilarious. Duolingo is doing it. Freaking Captain Crunch is doing it. You see a lot of content creators here and there doing it. Yeah, it's a lot of people doing it. Okay, I'm sorry that I'm sounding like freaking Bugs Bunny. It's my freaking toot. I can't help but, hey, what's up, Doc? How you doing, Doc? Yeah, I'm a freaking cartoon character. I mean, when am I not? Whenever I do these videos, even in my most serious moments, I still have this angel dust voice. Like I don't know what's happening. Okay, man, the more I talk, the more I sound very animated. And maybe that's what it is. I'm very animated. It's funny. My friend Stefan told me, like, you know what? You really do sound like a YouTuber. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. It was meant to be that I have a YouTube channel. But also, I don't want it as a job. Well, not yet. Anyways, that's probably an update in the future, but I'll talk about it some other time. Last week, there was this thing about Trump releasing the freaking JFK files. I don't know what the freaking big deal is about that. I'm not sure if that's where the pyramid conspiracy came from or something like that. I mean, there's like some conspiracy about the pyramids of Giza, which, I could care less. Unless it's biblical related. Okay? Look forward to a future Chosen episode of that. Anyways, Chosen, my favorite show out there of all time that talks about the Bible, talks about the early times when Jesus was on earth. Yeah. I saw the premiere. I saw many of the actors. I saw the guy that plays Jesus, Jonathan Rumi. And I saw all the other people that were involved in this production. And it looks amazing. And I was just checking it out. I was like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm hype for whatever this is going to be in the future. I know I'm looking forward to the next season of The Chosen, okay? But it is an Amazon Prime, and that's going to be, I'm going to find a way to watch it, okay? But not pirate, because that's it. Anyways, let's get into this. Let's talk about Johnny Somali, because why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay? But before we do that, I just realized I'm talking about stuff from last week. I know last week there was a lot of things going on with Tesla. People burning Teslas, people playing bombs in Teslas. Tesla's getting wrecked out there. And people making fun of Teslas, listen, I get it, okay? I feel like when you're successful and rich, the amount of haters you have is beyond. And I know maybe it has to do with Elon Musk. I know there's a lot of people that don't like him or anything like that, but it's just it's sad to see. Many people. And by the way, I'm just gonna put on my jacket. Okay, I'm just gonna put you down here while I might as well do this. I don't freaking do anything perfect, so why not? I just want to put a jacket on because I just realized I'm not putting a jacket. I just got out the shower, so deal with it. But freaking Tesla, like that, the company itself from made chargers. There's this one video of this one guy that was spraying his poo poo or whatever he has under his under the trunk, like freaking spraying it on some Tesla charger, and that's the grossest thing. Like that alone, I don't care what it is. You're making it inconvenient for other people. Like what if your mom owns a Tesla and you blow up your mama's car, okay? And people that have Teslas, they don't support Elon, okay? When I have my Switch, I'm not supporting Nintendo in a sense. And when I say that, I know that, me having it, spending money on it, yes, that is some support on Nintendo. It doesn't mean I like them. It doesn't mean I worship Nintendo. I don't know, at least for me, okay? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm kind of like convoluting my own analogy. But basically what I'm saying is that when people have a car, the best car out there, if we got to be honest, is the Tesla as of right now. I'm sorry. Like I think when I was watching a bunch of van life videos, some person was like talking about basically an alternative of the Starlink. What you use to get internet. You don't really need that. You can just buy like a small box internet thing. You don't need to plant anything outside because with the Starlink, you need to go out of your house to plant the satellite. And especially for people living in vans or something, they have to do that commonly. But with a certain, like I heard about this other product is called the Nomad Internet or something like that. It's pretty cool. This van lifer just put it on his freaking stool inside of his like vehicle, and he's just using the internet, and it's that easy. And the thing is that I really don't know what it's called. I'm not familiar with this. I have never really owned like I don't know how hotspots work, okay? If I'm basically using no internet out there. It used to be Xfinity, but really though, I would just use up my data. And I don't know what's going to be like if I ever get my own, plan in the future or something, but I always use my data. It never bothered me to use my data. I get that, if I was living in a van or camping for a very long periods of time, 100% I would get something like the Nomad Internet. I would pretty much, buy it and pretty much use it, turn it on whenever I need to use the internet and turn it off when I don't need to use it. And that's really helpful. It's better than a Starlink. Not perfect, but better than a Starlink. I really hope one day I do get one, or basically find a reason why I should get one, because camping is one of the things that I want to do this year. I've been really getting into camping. Okay, I've been watching videos of it, and it's been looking cool, especially camping in your car. I'm gonna be real. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. But yeah, there's alternatives for a lot of things, especially for Tesla, and you could find a car that is similar to Tesla, but it's not Tesla. And what if they burn that? The thing is that destruction and violence is never the answer for anything. People are outraged about Elon, and I get it. The guy won't shut up. Also, what's up with this whole thing? You freaking faking the plays, okay? But usually the people that are angry at him are the ones that don't really have common sense. And listen, I don't bash anybody from any political position, because there's both reasons that I kind of agree with and both reasons that I don't. Both sides that I agree and don't agree. But when it comes down to the left, man, they go crazy. They don't show no mercy. You have a Tesla truck? Well, say goodbye to that. Doesn't matter if the Tesla truck can freaking handle like a full-on machine gun, okay? It can handle a freaking rock to the window shields. No. They're still gonna find ways to bash it, vandalize. Forget, like, they don't care if it's a crime. Like, that's the thing. The crazy ones in that side in the left, it could be in the right and the left, but they just don't care about the freaking consequences. They don't. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like where is your brain at when you don't care about, your actions? Do you know what karma is? Do you know what that? No, you don't believe it. Well, guess what? You're gonna get a little something when you're acting stupid out here, okay? I hate these freaking braces, man. Got me sounding like freaking Joe Pesci. But yeah, that's pretty much like I can't like the people that are vandalizing are for like, listen, I went to a class for like ecology and ecological, like, environmental education. Okay, I went to a class of that, and I guarantee you, my teacher that is a huge advocate for, environment. And that's also one of my favorite games. Okay, Solar Punk. Can't wait for it to come out, but is especially I Am Future, a game that I'm playing right now. It is about helping the environment. And also I went to a class of the helping the environment. And pretty much what she said in this class is that she don't abide people vandalizing art, vandalizing Tesla, like, like shops, or like, for example, Nike, like they were vandalized from the, environment, society of the crazy side. And what do they do? I don't know. I can't really, like, what? Because like when a vegan looks at somebody wearing like a coat from an animal, of course, because of obviously that's where, the coats are usually from animals, from bears, from lions, or whatever freaking animal. I don't really care of wearing that. I just wear a normal jacket. Just a common person. And they think, like, that, especially this one vegan, like a long time ago, think it's okay to punch the person wearing the coat for the sake of justice. That is the stupidest thing ever. Like, why don't we just freaking peacefully protest? We never do that. We never do that. We just always choose violence. I'm telling you, they need Jesus more than anything else, because apparently violence is the answer to all your freaking problems. And especially blowing up some innocent, family's Tesla because you hate Elon. What the heck does that even mean? Can you say the same for, are these car companies or something? No? I guess it's just, and maybe part of it is Elon's fault, but what is going on with the society that you just have to blow up some rando's car, okay? You don't even know him, but the only time you're gonna know him if he's gonna catch you up in court, okay? It is ridiculous. Anyways, I can't stand that. I just have to talk about that because I didn't talk about that last week. But anyways, let's talk about something this week, which is Johnny Somali. Some updates of his arrest. And the thing is that he is just going all out. He has no morals. The thing is, he's not supposed to be out here. He's not supposed to be outside. Okay, not here though. Okay, he's not in America. He's still over there in Korea. And listen, I've never been to Korea. I've never been that part of Asia. I live in Asia for a while, but definitely not in Japan or Korea or anywhere up there north. But I know that, pretty much, like, I wish they were a bit stricter, a bit more stricter. And I hate it when freaking Johnny Somali, like, I hate a lot of things about him, okay? Trash human being, needs Jesus, but also, like, I can't stand his antics. Like, at this point, he lost every amount of love. Like, he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. And guess what he's gonna do? Like, he's just gonna continue using that. That's never a good way to, like, what is something that he's going through that is causing this? Is he possessed? That's the only thing that I can think about right now, is that he's straight up possessed. And maybe there's a part of inside of him where he's like, why am I doing this? But also there's that other side of him, which is a demon that is basically haunting him and causing him to do all this crazy badazy banana stuff. And I'm just looking at all of this from a far view lens and like, wow, I honestly, I can't, like, what is happening with the amount of hate and stuff like that? Yeah, and no wonder. Like, because Johnny Somali itself, like, is there any reason to love the guy at this point? I really don't know. I really don't. And I don't like content creators like this. Okay. I remember talking about the whole thing with Chris Hassel a long time ago when that Boogie thing was going on. Boogie versus Chris Hassel. If you know, you know. And I don't like the guy. Okay. I actually don't like both of them. But necessarily, I do not like Hassel more so. But also, like, I also don't like Boogie. And pretty much they're kind of like neck to neck when I think about it. But Like Hassel, what he did, like, pretty much abusing people or harassing people that harass others, I can't stand that. I can't. And for Johnny Smalley, it's no different. So no wonder he's getting, like, the thing is that he called the cops and they don't speak English. And basically he said something. And there's a part of me where, like, he can just say that because he knows that the freaking cops wouldn't understand a link English. This is Korea. You guys speak Korean. Okay? That's their language. And for me, I do not speak, like, I can speak a little Italian, but when it comes down to Korean, I'm out. I think that's one of the reasons why I also quit Webtoon. I can't understand most of these freaking manhwas. And it's a lot of popular webcomics from Korea. And I'm just tired of like reading Sonbae, Jeonbae, or something like, Gamsa or whatever. And all these other words or something like that. And I'm just like, what are they freaking saying? I don't understand. I can't relate. Okay? It doesn't, like, I know I'm Asian, but it doesn't mean I freaking understand every freaking Asian language. That's impossible. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm just like, man. And I think that's my reasons. And if you guys are long enough to stay with me, my problems with Operation True Love is a webcomic that is popular, that of what I read, and most of you guys demanded for me to read. But of course, I quit doing Let's Reads, so I'm not coming back. I'm sorry. I'm just not coming back. Unless I think of making a video or a review about it during VinzTalk. But honestly, yeah, I'm not coming back, guys. I'm just not. And especially when it comes to anything Korean, I don't even know what's happening. I don't know the social norms. I don't know, like, I just don't know anything of this. And the thing is that, like, pretty much you see that through Johnny Simone itself. And he's just not making a good look for anybody from the States. And me being the thing is that I'm introverted. So if I was in Korea, I guarantee that I would be A-okay. Plus, I would blend in pretty well, okay? But I have a friend, doesn't look like Johnny Smalley, but is also black, but also, like, he is, introverted as well. He's a bit more confident. He stands up for himself more than I do. That's for sure. I remember recording a podcast and he was calling everyone out, all of my audience out, because you guys just wouldn't watch a lot of my stuff, which is another reason why I don't really do a lot of Let's Reads. And I told him, and I still question if I should release that podcast episode today, but I don't know, or sometime. But the thing is that, like, I can't imagine anybody looking at people that are different, or people that are from America especially, or if you can tell who's from America, because America is beyond diverse, okay? Like, there could be an Indian person, a Mexican person, of course a black person from America, and Koreans would think like that's an American, but you wouldn't know. Like, are they even from America? It's that diverse. It could be either a Korean from America as well. We have tons of those here. But, like, for any stereotype in American, itself, like, can we just stop with the craziness? I feel like this is Johnny Somaly's fault. He has done damage more than anything else, because it's now the stigma. It's the stereotype. When a vlogger vlogs his lifestyle or streams in Korea, guess what? There's certain people, and there's crazy people no matter where you go, that are going to think like, Johnny Somali. There's another Johnny Somali here. I wonder what would happen if I smack him in the face. Stuff like that. Because I saw that with this guy named Ganon that was just in Korea, and people thought he was trolling and harassing him, but these are just allegations. You don't know if he actually did that or not, if he was harassing, but it's just a regular, American, a foreigner. But the thing is that because of the Johnny Somali and that stigma, it has basically put a bad name on many people that are from the West to come in and pretty much, like, be looked at as him, when literally there's like barely anyone that is like Johnny Smalley. There's some, I guarantee you there's some crazy people, but it doesn't mean that everybody, including me, is like him. We are nothing like him. Ain't no way, no, like me, I can never ever like stood that low, especially as a Christian. I know for a fact I ain't staying that low. Okay, that's for sure. But for him, just being half naked in the street and just, freaking yelling like a maniac, guy lost his marbles, man. And why is he still outside? Like, where's the consequences? Where's nobody's doing anything? And the sad thing is, might as well be like, is it me or just Johnny Somalia acts the most craziest in the most busiest of days? Is that his strategy? Absolute demon. Anyways, yeah, moving on out from the news and going into some gaming. I saw the Nintendo Direct. I saw it, and let me tell you, I don't even know what was happening most of the time because that happens to be the most demonic direct that I see ever. You're telling me there's a freaking devil summoner in a game that is somewhat like Persona, but not really? I mean, just a flat out demon summoner. What are we doing, Nintendo? Like, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't bring my fate into this, but you really do see, the demons working overtime when they actually put the stuff out there. It is insane. I'm looking at this like, whoa, that is demonic. Whoa, that's crazy. Anyways, speaking of demonic, Witchbrook is finally coming soon. Looking forward to play that. I don't even know if I should stream it because it's demonic. The thing is, I don't even know if I should play it because it's demonic. I mean, what else is not demonic at this point? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm looking at all of this. I'm like, there is some sense of the evil that is within these games. Like, first off, whatever happened to good and evil? Good versus evil. Whatever happened to angels versus demons? Now we look at demons as angels. Like, what are we doing here? What? You might as well look at gasoline as a freaking margarita. Okay? I don't get it. How backwards can you get? And maybe I'm saying this because I'm Christian, but also it's like, whoa, the amount of demonicness going on, especially this game I never heard of. Like, I can't stop thinking about that game. That game is demonic. Flat out. I'm sorry. But it's sad because I kind of want to play it. Anyways, prayers to them. God bless them. Hopefully it's not full on demonic once I do play some of these games. Because I'm hoping, the thing is that I was supposed to give my opinions of what games I've been looking forward to. Witchbrook was the one thing I was looking forward to. And maybe Silk Song if it was in there, but not really. I saw a Silk Song somewhere and it wasn't announced yet. And I'm like, man, when is it coming out, bro? When? But yeah, Metroid Prime looks fire. There's no demons in there, thank God. Okay, I really hope so. Okay, listen. Ever since I became Christian, I really do see evilness lurking everywhere. You gotta really, for my fellow Christians, you gotta hold yourself a shield and be ready. Okay, because from the looks of it, I feel like this is not, this is just the beginning of just these games turning demonic or something. I don't even know. I don't know what to do, but I don't want to sound like a Karen mom, but yeah, I'm just saying. I just see it. I just call it what it is. Okay, what it is what it is. All right. I don't know what you want from me, other than the fact that, man, it reeks. Woo! Of freaking like demons. Anyways. Stop it. Shut up. Anyways, gaming. Bam, or gaming topic number 2. Let's go into Tony Hawk Pro Skater news. And pretty much this is surrounding the 3 and plus 4 remake, whatever you may freaking call it. I don't know, man. But it's the new Tony Hawk Pro Skater remake. Bam is coming back. That's what I heard. I heard Bam is coming. I'm like, yes, he's coming back to skateboarding. Is he doing good? I don't even know how old he is or how the rest of the old, the other skaters at this point. But I'm looking forward. I really hope this is true. Bam Margera needs to come back, man. But also find Jesus. Anyways, gaming topic number 3. So pretty much this was from last week. This person named Your Casual Gamer, man, he's going through it. He has another strike, and yeah, he's really thinking of just either getting a full job or moving back to YouTube. And it's pretty much a channel of just his channel is usually consists of emulation stuff from the emulation community. And man, I can only say that, pretty much I learned a lot from him. But it's sad that because of that, he's now getting targeted in YouTube because Nintendo is against it, and pretty much, that's another thing in Nintendo Direct that I forget about. I didn't really have the core credentials. Is that how you say it? Credentials of talking about like the whole safeguards thing. I think it does. It's better than the thing is that it's digital. And there's opinions left and right here and there in the internet. All I can say is that I'll leave that to the professionals. There's a reason why I didn't brought that up yet. But maybe next time. But other than that, yeah, your casual gamer, that's his name, aka Shandell James. Hopefully he's doing good. Okay, prayers to him that he can actually make a good choice. It's getting expensive out there. And also losing his channel. The thing is that being a YouTuber, if you ask me, okay, if you ask me, here's the thing. I feel like keeping your channel is good, but having the expectation of just like, becoming a YouTuber for all of your life, being active and uploading, yes, that's the way to grind, but at the same time, it's not healthy. It's not really, I guess it's human to be tired of a lot of things, and I'm tired of YouTube. That's why I'm getting a real job, and that's why I prefer that than freaking working on YouTube and staying home all day and doing nothing other than just like the same old things that I kind of just tired of at this point. But I don't know, like hopefully, like at least for me, I would say get a full job. But at the same time, he is a parent, and it seems like he does need to take care of his family and stuff like that. And he is planning to actually become a YouTuber full time. So I don't know at this point. All I know is that I hope he's gonna be okay, because I heard about it, man. It's getting rough. Anyways, yeah. Next one is the AC Shadows. Man, I just gotta talk about this. Okay, Assassin's Creed. I really wish I could play any of Assassin's Creed games. The thing is that is the game good? Okay, I keep hearing this and that, blah, blah, blah. And pretty much from the looks of freaking Assassin's Creed Shadows, oh my gosh, what is that? Like what is that? Ugh. I mean, shoot. Also, another thing to mention in Nintendo Direct, I did see some games that are just very, very, very low quality. It's just insane. I'm like, what is that? Oh my gosh. Anyways, like, yeah, it's no surprise, but it's like, damn. But, Assassin's Creed Shadow might as well be a freaking Switch game, because I'm just looking at the voice acting, the visuals, and I'm just like, what is happening? I don't know. It's no different than freaking Yasuke Simulator. But that game, I prefer that than freaking Assassin's Creed Shadows. But I still want to play Assassin's Creed Shadows. I still want to play all the Assassin's Creed games. I love Assassin's Creed. The thing is that I'm poor. I'm a poor gamer. How am I gonna freaking get my hands on that? Tell me, especially with Ubisoft and their digital practices, how am I supposed to trust them? I don't know. I will leave it to God. But yeah, Yasuke Simulator is doing numbers compared to AC Shadows. Crazy. And also, freaking Yasuke Simulator is just another freaking, it looks like a GTA ROM hack or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for gaming. Let's get into some animation news, because Snow White is not doing so good. Okay, I guess this whole thing with Rachel Zegler, which I never understand the controversy surround her. I mean, people will look at me crazy like, what do you mean you don't understand the controversy? The woman's terrible. The thing is that I didn't really watch enough of Rachel Zegler to really give an opinion. Also, I don't know her. And especially the same thing with Gal Gadot, okay? Or that is how I say it. I'm going to just call her Gal, the Wonder Woman. And apparently, like, she is getting hate because, I don't know, there's this weird beef between Rachel and Gal, which I don't really think so, because they kind of work together. And it's okay. Like, I feel like Rachel would immediately, like, exit out hearing that, about Gal, because it has to do with something about Gal being Jewish. One thing I really don't like is because of where you're from, okay? Because of where you're born. Apparently that gets you canceled. Like, if the Philippines get canceled, what are people going to say about me? Oh, look at these freaking black wannabe Asians. What are you talking about? The first Filipinos were darker. We're freaking like, what is it? Like an Austronesian Aborigine mix or something. Of course we were like that, okay? I don't know what we would be canceled for. Oh, I'm sorry that we have colonial spaghetti in the freaking Jollibee menu. Like, who's canceling us about that? Italy didn't do a good job about it. I can tell you that much. Oh, our chicken's so good that we're getting canceled. Here's the thing. If I was Jewish, which I'm not, which I don't even know anything about being Jewish, because, hello, can you freaking tell the obvious? I'm not. People think what I am. I'm like, how though? I look beyond more Mexican than anything that is from the Middle East. I can tell you that much. And for some reason, like, I don't know. I don't really think the word Jew at all, or just anything Jewish or Israeli or related, is anything near or next to me. Okay, Italopino individual that looks Mexican more than any freaking Mexican. Okay, the amount of times people speaking me to in Spanish, like amigo, hermano, at this point, I'm just used to it. Okay, but no ways I would ever and pretty much I say that. Look, I look at both sides. I don't know about the whole Palestine Israel thing, and I said this so many times. I really freaking don't know. I don't care. I can't. What do you want from me? Unless I had a gun next to me and freaking being forced to learn this stuff, which I don't freaking care about. I more really care about taxes. I more really care about my freaking health than anything like this. It's so annoying. Like, people are just forcing other people. Just like, oh, this country's bad. This place is bad. Like, about Russia, about Israel. What is it that angers you? That from people, from places, they didn't choose to be from there. You think people, a good amount of, Jewish or Russian people, they choose to be there? No, especially in birth. Okay? They didn't choose to be there. Okay, even the ancestors. Good luck trying to find them. Because that was like a freaking million decades ago. Okay? Like, are you freaking serious right now? Are you serious right now? Like, and the people, like, oh man, Gal Gadot, she's Jewish, and so? What does that even mean, man? You can look at, like, for crying out loud. Like, I don't get it with this whole thing about race. How racism can you be when you hate on somebody because of where they're from or because of their race? If somebody has a real Jewish name but they're not Jewish, what does that make you? And you hate on them because of that. Just anything. Like, there was this one stupid lady that was pulling out the flags of Greece because she thought it was Israel and she was pro-Palestine. What in earth are you freaking... Like, the amount of stupidity is insane. It's insane. I'm crying. I am just crying how just dumb our universe is right now, okay? Like, no wonder the final days are coming. No wonder the final days are coming. No wonder the asteroid is coming. It had to come. Am I freaking out? I'm absolutely freaking angry. I don't care. That's what I do in VinzTalk, and that's the content you get here, because we're all about the uncensored goodness. Anyways, I don't even know what to say, but, like, is that what Rachel hates about Gal Gadot because she's Jewish? Like, you already teamed up with her. Like, I don't get it. And especially for me, people that are against Gal, like, I don't care. Listen, I didn't even thought she was Jewish at all. That never came across my mind. When I'm going to a restaurant, somebody served me food, okay? I don't freaking care what race of color they are. I really don't, okay? And I'm the same person. When I look at, like, for example, I see them wearing the Ethiopian flag on their bracelet or something, I'll be like, yo, cool bracelet. I like that. I was like, yeah, I got this from Ethiopia. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then looking at my bracelet, I was like, where do you get that bracelet? I was like, oh, I got it from Hawaii. I was like, that's cool. Yeah. And that's it. And that's the only thing race-related that we ever would talk about. Because I'm appreciative of other cultures, okay? I love geography. But what's against geography is literally hating somebody because they're from this country that you hate about. Insane. Like, you cancel them because they're from Russia or Israel. Like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Like, you might as well just like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know. The amount of stupidity that sounds is so amazing. It's just unbelievable. Beyond stupid. Gosh, I hope the asteroid comes quicker. Anyways. Bye-bye. One love and peace. Find Jesus. And I'll see you when I see you. One love and peace. God bless.